And here we are, guys. It's the Amato podcast. We're back. Um, we want to talk today about the most important thing of any of your painting jobs or any service job that you do, and it is wowing your customer. Doesn't necessarily have to be the actual work itself, although that is super important. We're talking about making an extreme experience for your customers, and that is our main focus this year uh, for all of our projects. We want to make it an experience that nobody else can deliver in our area, and one that just blows people away, where they just tell everybody. They tell their family, they tell their friends, and when somebody thinks about having something painted, they don't have the typical uh, preconceived notion of a painter. When you think of a painter, everybody out there, what do you first think of? I'm sure that you have pictured in your head, somebody wearing jeans or painter pants with paint all over them. They're probably wearing a T-shirt that they were given for free from the painting company that has paint all over it, or maybe the sleeves are cut off, or there's holes in it. They might be wearing a hat that has a beer company on it, or something like that. Or unfortunately, in the painting industry, you think of painters who drink or have other issues or don't show up on time, or the list goes on and on. So when I'm talking about wowing your customer, I'm talking about starting from the first time that they call you. Somebody needs to answer the phone. You should have somebody answering your phone. If you're a one-man person, one-man company, it's very affordable to have a call center. It may not be the same personal service as somebody who lives and works in your area. So you might have a little issue there, but you need to have somebody answering your phone. It's so worth it to make sure that you answer your phone, or at the least you get back to people in a very quick manner. Because trust me, when somebody's looking for a service, they didn't just call you. And if you didn't answer the phone, they've called somebody else, and they probably called a few other people. So the quicker that you can answer the phone and get back to somebody, the 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 better chances that you have to get that job. So what we want to do first is wow them. We want to have somebody on that other line that is professional, is friendly, courteous, knows their stuff, and gets things done right away. If somebody wants to schedule an estimate, whether it's virtual now in these times, or it's on site, or however we do it, or you do it, you want to do that right away. The second thing is you want to be punctual, and you want to make sure you show up. I know that sounds crazy to even say that, but um, it's amazing when I show up at an estimate. It happens all the time, and I'm not making this up. People will say, "Oh, thank you for showing up on time," or "Thank you for showing up," because invariably somebody else is not. So uh, you now have somebody answering your phone. You're showing up on time. You look professional. You cannot show up looking unprofessional. You don't want to be sitting in your car smoking a cigarette. You don't want to smell like smoke. You want to be professional, clean cut. Hopefully, you're wearing your company logo so they know where you're from. You're not just showing up from off the street. And you want to send them a professional proposal, whether that's digital, whether that's on paper. We're going to do what they want. So they're going to lead us into how that experience is going to be. On that estimate, I'm listening. I'm listening for everything they can possibly tell me, troubles they've had in the past, things that they're expecting, things that they don't really care about. Not just because you do a job a certain way doesn't mean that that's what you do for every job. You're going to deliver what the customer wants, not what you want to deliver. And I think that's hard for some people to realize, that they have to be flexible. Every estimate I do is not the same estimate. It depends on who the customer is, what they like. What do I see on the wall? Do I see a picture of, The New York Mets. The other day I saw one from Star Wars. So, I talk about Star Wars. I'm the biggest Star Wars fan at that time that there can be. I'm the biggest. If I see the Yankees, I'm the biggest baseball fan that there can be. I'm the biggest. Whatever I see, that's what I am, because we want to connect with them in a real way too. You're not just making things up as you go along. But after the proposal, you win the job. Here's where you can really wow them. You got to keep in contact with them. You can't just have somebody accept your proposal and they don't hear from you until the day before you start their job, and it's been a month. So it's super important that somebody's reaching out to them, whether that's via the phone, email, however you do it, because I'm telling you, if you don't service your customer, they're going to find somebody else who can. Now the job starts. Again, you have another opportunity to wow the customer. Somebody from your office should be at that job site. Again, wearing your company logo with a smile on their face, showing that customer exactly who they hired and that they made the right choice. So it's super important, guys and girls, that you're doing these things, whether you're a painting company, an electrician, a carpenter, or whatever it may be. I'll tell you, I had just had some work done. Well, I should say, I wanted to have some work done at my house, and I reached out to two electricians. One said that they would be here, never came, and I'm not going to chase anybody. And then another one was I needed to put a door up. That person never reached out again. I mean, these things are remembered, guys. I would never refer work to our customers, to people who can't even help me out with simple things. You can't just politely ignore clients and potential clients, because you never know. Somebody who wants a little door put in, or a little piece of trim painted, it could turn into something extraordinarily and company changing for your company. Once that job's going, you have to make sure that you're going above and beyond and giving that customer anything that they possibly want. The important thing is, as that job is going on, is to still service them. Do they need help with anything? Do they need help picking colors? Do they need, if you're walking in the morning and their garbage cans are out front, you need to bring those garbage cans in. Don't just walk by them. It's just like when you're walking into a store and you hold the door for somebody. You're not expecting anything out of it. You're doing it because you're a good person. You're bringing those garbage cans in because you're a good person. You don't have to do anything fake. And this goes back to recruiting and hiring the same kind of people that you are. You want to be hiring for your values. That's a whole nother subject. We'll get into that. But you have so many opportunities to wow your customers, but you also have so many opportunities to blow it. And once you blow it, it's hard to come back from that. So now, in our company, it's hard because I'm not the person out there all the time. I'm the one that's always trying to keep up on everybody else and making sure they don't drop the ball. Because once you drop it, it's hard. It's hard to pick that ball back up. People lose trust in you, and they're off to somebody else. And you made it very hard for the painter on site, because you couldn't do the simple things of keeping in touch, saying hello, replying to an email, stopping out at their house, whatever the case may be, sending a thank you card when the job's over. There are so many different ways that you can wow a customer. I would love to hear what any ideas that you guys have. What do you do in your job? How do you wow your customer? If you could let me know, I'd love to know that. We can go back and forth and talk about it a while. But these are just some of the ideas. Thank you cards, a referral program, a real referral program where customers can earn rewards, whether it's a gift card, cash back on a job they're going to do in the future, candy, a bottle of wine. I mean, there's so many different ideas. These things are important. I mean, if somebody gives me a gift that I just did a service for, I'm amazed. I know in our area, I had my windows cleaned, and I was just so amazed at the communication from them. No gifts. I did receive a thank you postcard, a thank you text message, but just the entire communication thing was just amazing. I knew when somebody was coming, when they weren't coming, what they were doing the whole time, and we went from there. So super important to amaze and wow your customers so you can get new customers. So that's it this week, guys. We're going to hop out of here, heading into the weekend. Hopefully you guys have a great one, and we will talk to you. Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to my podcast. If you're looking for social media content for your contracting business, painting contractors, carpenters, electricians, any type of contractor, please check us out on Instagram at Amato Media, or check us out on LinkedIn. We can definitely help you all out. So have a great day.